Greetings, welcome back to PinkOddBird. Today what we're going to try and do make some vintage looking envelopes. So let's go ahead and get started. Today what I want to try and do is make some old looking envelopes that are inspired by these like old self-contained letters. They're not going to be completely like this, but they're also not going to be like a traditional envelope. So with these, what you do is they have a space for your stamp, and then it says from and to where you put your address. And then on the front, there's a little decor, and then you write your note on the inside, fold it up, and ship it out. We're not going to be making really like a traditional envelope. It's going to be kind of more along the lines of that. So to get started, I've just got a little pile of coffee stained paper here, and we're going to be working with these. So, well, my first one, this one has a little tear in it, so I just covered it up with some masking tape, which to me helps, it adds to the vintage look. And these are 8.5 by 11 papers, but I cut them down to around 7 3/4 because they're going to be going along with a traveler's notebook size book. To start, what I'm just going to do is kind of see how far up I want to fold these. All right, yeah, where I have it is folding it up at about 3 3/4. So that's first. And then the second part will be and we've all made this kind of style of envelope before. You don't have to fold this flat part like this. You can leave it straight edged if you want to. That's totally fine. Okay, so what we have is something that looks like this. And then of course we're not going to seal it off because we want it to be able to be opened and written in. So now that we've got that basic structure, on the outside I'm just going to take my script stamp and do a little bit of light stamping just to give it some more age. And then I'm going to flip it over and do just a little kind of around the edges on the inside, because we do want to make sure we leave space for writing. So this is what we have so far. That's the inside. And here's the outside, a little bit more prominent. Next, what I would like to do is fold it up, and then we're going to take a look at the front cover here. What I have is my carte postale stamp. You can use this, or you can take another piece or tone of paper and make a space here where an address can be written, because you really could send this out if you wanted to. So I'm just going to go with the carte postale. And then next, I have a little lot of some canceled out stamps that I got from Miss Shelby. So I'm going to take, I don't know, maybe 2 of these. Just like that. And I'm just going to glue these down. And they are canceled out already. You can see that they have that wavy, that famous wavy stamp. And actually, I think I want to kind of cut it down a little bit more. Yeah. This part is optional, of course. If you want it to have that bit more of a rustic look, you can do that. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Next, I'm going to take my little postal stamp, and although that is in there a little with the carte postale stamp, I'm just going to stamp over the stamps with that a little bit more, just to give it a little bit more age. And then if you want to take the residual and, you know, just stamp it somewhere else just to get that in there, you can do that. And then I also have this little stamp. You don't have to use all of these, but I'm just being a little extra. So we'll just like that. And even though we do have this here, what I'd like to do is take some of this music paper here. This is from Tsunami Rose. I'm just gonna give it a rough tear. I'm gonna cut the bottom kind of straight so that we have that nice edge at the bottom. And give it a little distress. So this is where you can start taking your own like liberties on how you want it to be decorated and stuff like that. It's totally up to you from here, really, but so we'll just go ahead and glue this down. So to me, this is just gonna kind of start adding to the vintage look. Oh, here's what we have so far. You can see here on the left, we've left a little bit of a blank space. So here I want to start adding in a little bit of texture. So I'm going to take some fabric scraps. Doesn't really matter what they are, just see what kind of looks good to you. That's so fancy. So like that could be one. And I have some green sari silk here. This could be nice. And I think we need something that's a little bit kind of contrasting maybe. I have some metallic rickrack here. And maybe just a little piece of this. Something like that. I feel like it needs one more thing though. What is it though? Pop of gold maybe? Maybe. So to me, this is where all of your layering techniques come in, and it's always still a work in progress for me, but I try. Okay, there we go. Just that little tinge of gold makes it all right for me. If you don't want to sew it, you can glue it down. All right, so we've got that stitched down and I love it. And then you also have a neat little bit of texture on the inside. I found another little spot down here. You don't have to fill up every spot. Just a little tip. I have this little olden day stamp that I got at a sale, and it says confidential, and I thought that would be super cute. So let's so cute. And then you can use the residual like in other places, where here you can see we just got that little ghost stamp, but it looks cute. This is kind of what we have so far. So at this point, if you want, you can do something else to the back. Like maybe if you want to, if this is going to be for decorational purposes, you can just add another little fabric collage here to the back. Maybe some of this. And I want to see how this lace I have looks, so let me grab it. All right. Maybe, yeah, I kind of like this. Maybe just a little snip of it. And I think I want to add a little pop of gold here also. Maybe just like that. I feel like it needs something else. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this white lace and see how that's gonna look in there. But this is how it goes when you're layering. Like, you want to try and get a good variety of different kinds of textures. So we have something shiny in here, we have something solid in here, but I think we need something that gives it like space to breathe, if that makes sense. Which is kind of an oxymoron, considering that, oh, there we go. See? Now that is cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that down. Oh, hey Fabri-Tac, thanks. Wow. There's our front. And then when you get to the back, it's super cute. So then we're gonna open it up. Now for the inside, since we've got a lot happening on the outside, on the inside, I think I'm just gonna take one of these stamps just to make it look pretty. Maybe we'll take the grande. Oh yeah, that's gonna look cute. Let's see if I can do this. I think I'm gonna have to take that Fabri-Tac back because the lid is completely split on it. I'm not a great stamper, but it's cute. That is cute. Now this envelope, this letter envelope thingy, it's ready to go. I think it's got a really good amount, of interest to it. If you wanted to, you could even maybe do like a little, I don't know, a little snippet here. Let's go ahead and just do it. Just something small, much smaller than what we've did on the front, just to kind of carry it over so that it's complete. There we go. So this is our envelope letter. I don't even know what to call these things. But as you can see, it makes for a super neat journaling spot. This is one of the other envelopes that I made. You guys may have already seen these, but if you haven't, depending on when that video goes live, that is going to wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.